You are listening to session/episode 112 of Primordial Harmony, a retelling of the classic elemental evil story in the Dungeons & Dragons multiverse. My name is Mike, I run this, and tonight I'm joined by...
Hey, I'm Miles. I'm playing Chadicus Winthrop, he's a human druid.
I'm Nyx, I'm playing Naughty Bites, Bit for short, and she's a Tabaxi monk.
And I'm Kitties, and I'll be playing Ren, a Goliath barbarian.
Hello, I'm Senna, and I'm playing Snell, the Elven Tempest cleric.
And I'm Rachel. I'm playing Velia, the Wood Elf Hunter Ranger.
When last we left the Pact of Koirit Dwom. Oxer, Delia, Hum, Tadias, Vox, Rook, the Snurfneblin, Lucy the Bulette, Chadicus, Bit, Ren, Snow, Velia, and Stoneflame stand inside an old burrow mound near the entrance of the elemental cult Nexus. Belnar Chanzal, avatar of the exiled god Tharizdun, with the fiery strength of Zaman-Rul, standing in their way and swearing to end the life of at least one of them, then and there. With him are a crowd of inverse, unreal goblins and a pair of four-stride militia defectors. Our heroes engage, Hum kicking the battle off with a powerful thunderwave that washed over Chanzal's body, Tadias using Suni's spade in an attempt to crush some goblins. Chanzal himself, and the Chainbreakers as well, block the stairs down that... He meant to crush Chanzal himself and the Chainbreakers, and block the stairs that led down to the Nexus. As Oxor advances, Chanzal mocks him for being a servant of two gods, Chanzal's disdain for deities of the realm palpable. The scrum in the middle of the room included Tadias, Hum, Vox, and Snow as the rest of the party focused their efforts on the inverse goblins. Chanzal appeared to be focusing his ire on Tadias. A few moments into the battle, more goblins bled into existence as two chaos elementals seeped from the walls to further harry our heroes. Chadicus would summon giant snakes into the battle, one of them constricting around Chanzal. Yes, but a light eater and a chain breaker breached through the stone wall and began to hammer against the stone pillars, blocking their way. Tadias, the party martyr, attacked full bore with his daggers. Despite the fact that with the power of Zaman-Rul, Tadias was struck by Chanzal's flaming blood on each hit. Meanwhile, the rest of the party struggles with the goblins and chaos elementals. Then the Light Eater enters the fray and dispels Chadicus' snakes, and Chanzal continues to strike Tadias, and only Tadias. Tadias falls unconscious, and in a frenzy of bloodlust, Chanzal prepares to strike the final blow, but he does not, as a warm orange glow fills the room from the ruby on the shield once bared by Zachriel, the ruby that he gave some of his life energy to for Torlir to enchant and create the shield. Ribbons of Zaman-Rul's, Zachriel's flame holding Chanzal back when it mattered most. Zachriel using his limited strength of will to bar Chanzal from his coup de grace. Chanzal is surprised and frustrated, Hum and Snow piling on healing magic. The tide of the battle turns as a chaos elemental and more inverse goblins are destroyed. It is Ren who delivers the final blow on Chanzal, reducing him to an oily mist that the flames of Zachriel pull back down into the cult nexus, back down to the ziggurat, swearing to the party that he'll buy them as much time as he can. The fight is finished then. The other Chaos Elemental destroyed. The party sits down to rest as Rook, watchful, but a non-combatant, scouts ahead into the Nexus. He returns to give very precise direction and threat assessment to the two parties. They all venture down the stairs and into the Nexus. We return to Flame Rule the 5th, early afternoon, as the Excavators and Gordon's task force prepare to part ways to attack their respective elemental node. And here you all stand. But before we have gameplay, I would like to hear from everyone, have a little group therapy and get into your character's head and see what they're feeling after that experience. And we can start with anyone who wants to volunteer.
Yeah, sure. I'll go
I-
first.
Oh.
Timing.
Please go.
Okay, I was just gonna do Chaticus real quick. Chaticus isn't much impacted or affected by the events that have happened so far. He doesn't have much association with anything that's kind of going on. He's just following his orders, so he's feeling pretty, successful about how things have been going. The team seems to be doing well, and he's excited to finally do rid of this and have some time to just relax at his cottage again.
Valia's kind of worried in a sense, like unsure if she got herself mixed into something that she shouldn't have. It's she's more concerned about surviving, number one, and then whether or not there's going to be a good payout for something like this. If the benefit doesn't outweigh the risk, then she's worried that this is going to be a waste of her time and unnecessary risk for her own life.
Ren is just the opposite. Ren is just blinded by her rage. Her barbarianism has just taken over. All she wants to do is see Chunzel, just a big old puddle of his blood on the floor. She wants her revenge.
Snow is equally determined. She's on a holy mission, so she's ready and rearing to go. But she is a little disturbed by some of the things she's been seeing. But it's only tiny in the very back of her brain. The rest of her brain is go, go, go.
Bit, she's just happy that we've all survived. And she's waiting to see what happens next. She's going with the flow.
Stoneflame is exhilarated. Ren would know that Stoneflame lives for testing his mettle and combat, and he definitely is raring to smash his maul against more enemies, and he's also very he's more morbidly curious about what's going on with Chanzal, but he hasn't had the real wherewithal to voice that. And Stoneflame, back in our present moment, Stoneflame hefts his maul and he says, "Alright, should we get going?"
Yes, absolutely.
I am ready.
As he stares
Let's
down
go,
the corridor.
Mrs. Snow. Let's go get it.
And don't forget to
Mind yourselves.
hug the wall, says Rook, as the excavators start heading up that way.
Ah, that as well. But we should mind ourselves. There might be more of them.
Oh, sorry, wait. Hug the right is what he meant to say. Character's right, which would be this direction. Oh, wait. Show to others, please. I am showing to others. Why is it not even... Oh, yeah. This direction would be the character's right. Yes.
I'm gonna peek around into this room.
Yeah. Let me give you a little flavor description. Stone pedestal in the middle of this cavern holds a glassy sphere about 8 inches in diameter. The sphere seems to contain swirling smoke. Battered armor, damaged weapons, and tattered clothing are strewn about the chamber, but the floor, within 10 feet of the sphere, is free of such debris. Several weapons on the ground seem that they might be serviceable, although they are badly worn.
I don't like the looks of this.
Maybe it's like that water one.
Well, the tiny gnome person did say hug the walls, right? Or hug the right?
Yes, he said
Yes.
that, but he also seems like one that would be very scared of a fight. I'm not as much so.
Doesn't look like there's anything here to fight.
And perhaps we should keep it that way. I'm sure we'll come across more trouble.
Did you say how high the ceiling
Ceiling?
is? Like when I look, if in other words, if I look up, I don't see anything.
So at the edge of this chamber, the ceiling is about 10 feet up, but as it goes toward the center, toward like the kind of middle of the chamber, it kind of slopes up to be around 30 feet, you'd guess. As you slowly make your way through this chamber, from the way you came, you hear the faint sounds of combat and swords swinging, and it's probably the excavators.
Foreshadowing.
You descend some stairs here, and you see in the distance a very kind of it's a kind of a mist. A low, thin mist clings to the floor of this cave, and the walls glisten with moisture.
It looks very damp ahead. Make sure you watch your step.
I will get out my umbrella.
Is the mist like opaque?
It's like up to your ankle, and it is kind of opaque. But you can see it like streaming down into this pit here. You see a creature across the way, and in addition, more information with the room now that you're in it, Snow. Excuse me.
I squint my eyes at the creature in the distance.
Kind of just stands there. But you see several sets of crude bronze manacles anchored to the walls, and 3 of them hold clearly dead human captives. They're unmoving. And you can tell with your dark vision that they aren't breathing either.
Well, aren't those the fun guys?
So you can see Snow around this corner through like that gap there. Well, first you hear what sounds like running water coming from this direction, and you also see creature you've seen before, the water elemental in armor, and it just stands there as if it's on guard.
Well, everybody be ready. This surely can't end in anything but violence, I'm sure.
Stoneflame gives a hearty chuckle. You want me to go ahead? Oh my god.
By all means.
I am here too, you know.
I
There's
have
no
decent
reason.
reach with my glaive, so
You what with
if
your
you would
glaive?
like to, you may. Decent reach.
Oh. Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying you were declaring an action. He says, "Oh, see. We can still stand side by side. It seems to be big enough, and also it's still not moving." Hey, hey! He calls out to the Myrmidon. Doesn't react.
Hello, other guy.
When you step closer, it gets into a fighting stance. And then it kind of like...
But he doesn't attack.
It makes itself wider. It like tries to make its stance wider to block your way.
I am sorry, Whiter Guy. You are going to have to move.
Well, then it points its trident toward you. Roll initiative. All right. Ren, it points its...
Roll for Stone Flame.
Oh, thank you. Ren, it points its trident at you and starts to thrust forward.
Ren is going to stop him by swinging.
Yeah. That is a hit.
And she does it again.
That is also a hit. Ren is like testing this creature's defenses. Both of those strikes were just barely, but yeah, you connect with both. Dealing... And a follow-up strike. Dealing 29 damage in total to it. Leaving a big dent in its armor.
You are going to have to move.
Bit.
I'm assuming I can't get through there.
No, you can. You're lanky enough. You just can't end your turn there.
Okay, I'm gonna get by, go there. And I'm gonna shoot some sunbolts at him.
Alright. That's a hit. For 12. Good roll. And that's also a hit. For 7. And that one goes wide, unfortunately.
I'm just gonna move over so other people can get by.
Alright. Chaticus.
So, fun fact, Chaticus doesn't have dark vision.
Can't see what's happening. You want a torch?
Well, I have actions for that, but I'm going to see where Ren is, and I'm going to assume there's a lot of them, and I'm going to shoot a fairy fire behind her.
Alright.
That's a fail.
That's a fail. You'll have advantage on this thing as it glows. You don't see any other outlines around it, though.
Oh, that's good. And I'll bonus action Shillelagh and call it turn.
Alrighty. The Myrmidon staggers back a bit, but then takes its trident, and you can see that blue-white light sort of cover it in a sheen, and you can see frost starting to sink off of it. And it's going to Hail Mary on Ren. At least a couple times. 1. Oh, wait, that's the...
Miss.
That's not even a roll. That's
Oh.
just what it is. 13.
Still misses.
And a 20.
And that hits.
For 12 piercing and 1 cold. And your speed is reduced by 10 feet. And then he's going to come around... no, he doesn't have the range for that. He's just going to try to hit you again. 14.
Is a miss.
Alright. That's its turn. it turns and it shouts out something. I don't remember if anybody in this group can speak Primordial. Was it just Chaticus?
I can.
Oh, you can. You hear it shout a phrase in Primordial in that direction. And you understand the words, but they are kind of gibberish to you. But then you start to hear what sounds like sloshing water. Alright. Stoneflame is going to advance. Excuse me, Miss Bit. Excuse me, Ren. And he's just going to get in this dude's face. He's going to use his Lava Wrath and take a couple of swings. With advantage. Ah! Ooh. Healing that much. And that much. Wow. And you see his maul just crash into the Myrmidon, and what sounds like sizzling steam come off of it.
Good hit.
Thank you. Velia, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to move 5. 3. What's the situation from here if I were to try to shoot an arrow?
Well, you have that feat, so you're just expert at weaving shots.
Oh, that's right. I do. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I'm just going to shoot him twice.
That's a hit. Ooh, and that's a crit.
Ooh.
So
Feels good.
8. It's 26 damage. Alright. As the two arrows like punch through the armor. Oh, but they aren't magical. So the two arrows punch through.
Right there now.
They punch through the armor, and you can tell that you've done a lot of damage to the armor, but once again with elemental creatures, yeah. 16 is the half.
Okay.
Oh wait. Okay. So you hear some sloshing coming over here. And Velia, you can see water elemental come into the fray, and it seems to just stand there a moment. That's actually, well, I guess it can. Yeah. It's wait, what's your speed?
Mine?
No, not yours. Talking to myself. Yeah, that's all I can do. So it's just gonna stand there for this round. Snow.
All right, I'm gonna move up here, and like in an opening between Stoneflame, like
Stoneflame notices.
smacking this guy around, and Ren smacking this guy around. I'm gonna just bring ice in.
Stoneflame notices you coming, and he just tilts his body to give you a gap. You don't have advantage.
Fairy fire?
Oh, fairy fire. Yes, you have advantage. That's a hit. Yeah, both of those hit. No, you're not resistant to cold. Resistant to acid. Okay. So tally all that up. All right, Snow, you with the combined efforts of the party, just taking huge pot shots at this thing. Snow, you come in and you just break its armor apart. You freeze part of it, and then with Ice Butt, you just kind of smash it in the face, and the ice that this thing became shatters.
Nice.
And it just clatters to the ground.
And I will go ahead and move forward a little bit more then.
All right, Ren, it's your turn.
Ren is going to run full bore at the other water elemental. And mash at him.
All right. Then when you... actually, no. I won't call that out yet. Go ahead and do your attacks. That's a hit. You started with Momentum Strike, though.
Oh, shit. Hit the wrong one.
That's okay. Just do it in order. That misses, unfortunately. That is a hit. For 8. Alright. Bit.
Let's have Bit come running up here, and I'm gonna hit him with my staff.
Alright. That's a crit. For 11. That's a hit. For 8. And then...
Let's swipe at him.
Excuse me. Alright. That is a hit. Cool. Anything else? Catechus.
Okay, I'm going to begin moving forward. Is there a light source over here? I'm seeing things better now, so. Or is it someone casting light accidentally?
There's no light source over here.
Well, I can see stuff over here, surprisingly enough. Anyway,
PCs.
then I'll just action use Produce Flame and hold like essentially a torch in my hand. Doesn't damage equipment though, so I can just hold my staff. Then I'll get a little bit closer. And get one more. Boop. And I'll be turn.
Alrighty. Stone Flame is gonna waltz over there. He's got enough movement to get over to here. And he says, I'm behind you now. I'll have to see if his thing recharges. Yeah. It does. And he's gonna keep it up and use his advantage. Yeah. 26 hits for that much, and then he roils up again. 25. Let's see if this creature can survive that. Oh, it's 30 damage in total. Definitely can. Nope. Hell yeah.
Okay. I'm going to... Man, I only have 3 of those elemental rosins left, but I'm going to use one. My bonus action.
Alright.
So 2.
This is the unstable?
Yeah.
Okay. 2... It's just magic now.
Okay. Alright, then okay, and now I'm gonna attack twice.
As a +1 to bonus to hit and damage.
Yeah.
That is... Yes, a hit.
Is that adding the +1 to damage?
No. So 10 damage.
Okay.
Good call out.
Okay, and then one more time.
Yeah. All right.
So an additional 7.
The water elemental is looking pretty weak, and it is its turn, and it's going to do a last-ditch effort, and it's going to try to subsume Ren and Bit, but not before Stone Flame takes a hit.
Can I also?
You can. Actually, we'll see if you hit first, because if you do... it's
Oh,
not
sorry,
gonna
not at advantage.
Oh, 26 still hits. Go ahead and roll. Alright. Actually, wait. so it starts to move, so I guess it has to be near space, huh? Or not near space, but it has to be here, otherwise it wouldn't make sense for it to hit.
Also, when it moves there, I can do a reaction too.
Go ahead and do your reaction. I just
I can make a con save.
Alright, give me a second. Let me delete something here, and then con save 10. That'll do it.
Yeah, I don't know if they'd even take necrotic, but there you go, 5 damage.
I can actually.
Yeah, I've been like nowhere near anybody for like fights and fights and fights on that.
So then Stoneflame also gets his attack of opportunity, and he hits it. And all right, so Ren and Bit, you feel this creature like start to the water of it subsumes over your bodies and starts to swirl really fast to like draw you in, but then part of it freezes and like stops moving, and then some of it just like puffs away into like dust, water dust, and then Stoneflame smacks it with his hammer, and it feels suddenly much warmer, and then it just kind of collapses into nothing, and just water pools over the floor, and we're out of initiative. All right. So you notice now with it gone and the dust settling, you hear this kind of, and you see what looks like some kind of brown wet object squelching down the hallway here, or down the pathway here.
Ooh, can I make a nature check on it?
You can.
What are you, little creature?
And
13.
you don't know. Stoneflame like puts the head of his hammer down on the floor, and he says, something about that is familiar, and I don't know why. And Snow, it's strangely familiar to you too.
Can I block its path?
Yeah. It was going in this direction.
Oh, well. I'll sort of just corral it so it can't.
It starts to like move toward you, and then do you let it like touch you?
I'll poke it, but I don't want it to like.
You poke it, it's kind of repulsed, and it moves away from you. Tries to move away from you.
I don't think it likes being touched.
And then it kind of squelches over to Stoneflame, and it touches his boot, and it's repelled again. Why do I feel so familiar with this thing? It just looks like poop. But you can tell, Snow, that since you're closer than most others, that this is like mud, not feces, water and earth.
It's mud.
What
What do we do with it?
Then it starts to head down to Bit.
Hello.
And you hear Ben Hadar kind of rouse itself in your mind, and says, "I wouldn't touch that if I were you."
I back up.
Did it say something to you, Mrs. Bit?
Yeah, Ben said we definitely shouldn't touch it. Or let it touch us.
Not unless you
Well.
want to. It has power of water and earth. I know not what that is.
Isn't that just what mud is?
He says, it is an essence. It is pure elemental. But not.
What do you suggest we do with it, then?
It seems to be no true harm. You can just leave it alone, probably.
Should we just continue?
The more you watch this thing, Snow, the more you notice that Stoneflame is still kind of like looking at it transfixed, and it's growing more like weirdly familiar, but at the same time alien. Like you have some sort of kinship with it.
Can I try like speaking Primordial to it and see if it reacts at all?
Sure.
I'm just gonna kind of like whisper down. We don't mean you harm. Are you trying to show us something or tell us something?
And then it kind of like against, or it doesn't jump on you. It like just kind of nudges against your boot, and then it kind of sits there. And you can feel this sort of strange energy.
To like you.
Should we capture it?
This is so
Where would we
weird.
put it?
Out of the game is how you get Pokemon starters. But I don't know.
Does anybody have a bottle or something?
I have a blanket.
Oh man, it seeps through like a cheesecloth.
It's like a thick woolen blanket.
Okay.
It would take like a little bit for it to start seeping out.
All right.
Ren empties out her water skin and says, "This is probably a better idea." And she
I come up
offers
to
the
Stone-
bottle
oh,
to
sorry.
the mud thing and offers it to it.
Sure. It kind of like it kind of like prods a little bit, and then it just kind of starts flowing into it. Maybe we can ask that wizard person from maybe we can ask Delia later, says Stoneflame.
How about Mr. Chatterkiss or Mrs. Snow? Can you tell what it is?
It's quite befuddling. I've never seen anything like it.
It feels familiar, but I'm not exactly sure.
Okay, muddy
It's familiar
buddy.
to you too.
Just remember not to drink from that water skin, Ren.
I will not.
So you see before you these stairs. Let me see if I can. Not see if I can, but let me grab the description. Where's this number? Shit.
I'll be right back.
So you. Yeah. Okay. So a waterfall, which is like around here, gushes out of the wall of this large cave, filling a swirling pool, and then courses through a passage to the north. You see this winding footpath that follows the rushing stream. In addition to the stream's passage, there's stone stairs leading up into a passage of dwarven stonework that leads into darkness. You also see, this way here.
Which way do we go?
You remember that Rook had said that there was a water elemental blocking stairs, and he assumed that that'd probably be where you want to go.
I think we go up.
Let's go up.
So as you're like sort of all going toward the stairs, you see, or you actually hear, like splooshing out of the water, these two creatures, and they kind of just leer at you.
Ren leers back.
Ugh. Don't need to fight those things right now. Hitting
You
water
know,
with my
they
hammer.
remind me.
Hmm?
They remind me of Uncle Brute Smasher. They got those leery eyes.
Ugh. Hitting water with a mallet isn't that fun.
Okay, let's go, Stoneflame.
You guys ascend the stairs. Double check and make sure that is sure. Yes. So, you find yourselves in this room. Yeah. The walls of this chamber are carved with stone friezes. They depict dwarven merchants, including trains of mules or giant lizards burdened with heavy packs through immense caverns. In the center of the chamber, a wide stairway leads down into darkness, which you would just come up from.
Well,
You
I see two doors here.
Yes, you see two
Ren
doors.
presses her ear up against this door and listens.
You hear nothing. Also, there's some torch tokens if you want to use them. I think I made it so that.
I hear nothing.
Well, then, should we go this way?
We should check the other door. Ren comes over and presses her ear up against this door.
You hear roll a perception check. You hear nothing.
I hear nothing. There is nothing behind this door either.
Well, then, it shouldn't matter which one we open.
Well, since we are standing here.
Okay. The door has a latch and what looks like a. It's a door that spins from the center. Push it open. And when you push it open, you hear a sort of gurgly grunt as the creature on the other side turns to look at you. Ah! What do you do?
I raise my eyebrow at it. What is this thing?
Hollow?
And it carries a short spear that has like a couple of tines prodding off of it. Let me actually give you a handout. I don't know if I've actually given the handout for these guys, even though you fought them before. You, the players, I mean. Handouts. Handouts? Doesn't have a handout. That's unfortunate. Okay. It has green scaly skin, and it has like this weird elongated neck, and it has the face of a fish, and has webbed feet, and it has nasty little beady teeth. And you can see him like look over his shoulder, and then look back at you, and look over his shoulder, and look back at you.
I'm gonna say in Primordial, what are you looking at?
Does not understand what you say, and it starts to advance, pointing its little spear threateningly.
Ren just pulls her great axe off her back and shows it her great axe.
I'll point ice at it.
Roll a intimidation check.
I am not intimidating, I guess. Is Snow going to roll an intimidation check as well?
I mean, I can. Probably will not go well. Yep.
Well, yeah. So the creature, the creature leers, and then it just turns around and it starts to run, and it dives into this water here, and you can see it swim this way.
Well, all right. Should we see what's behind the other door before we venture onto water?
Okay. Stoneflame says. He just waltzes right over to the door.
Before we do that, we might want to prepare ourselves. Maybe cast the water walking spell in case we need to chase someone.
Yes, that's true. If we could take 10 minutes.
There's a wall. Or, I mean, there's a hallway. Hello? He pokes his head through. I don't see anybody.
Well, I think, I still think taking the 10 minutes, just because water walk lasts an hour, should give us sufficient time to explore and then come back.
Okie dokie.
So you can take 10 minutes to cast Water Walk.
Yes.
Alright. Those 10 minutes pass, and you have completed the Water Walk spell.
Now everybody can walk on water.
All right, so down the hallway or on the water?
Let's stick to dry land for now.
Excellent.
During that 10 minutes, you heard some squabbling. Very faint. Actually, it was just Velia that heard it. But it was also masked by what sounded like running water. And nothing came of it.
Did I hear like what they were saying, or?
No, it sounded like gibberish to you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Nick, are you here?
I think she said
Still
she'd be
busy?
right back.
Oh, okay.
Do we want to take a break then? And hopefully she'll come on back?
Sure.
Yeah, I could use a little break.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just refill the water bottle and be back.
I'm gonna go make some tea.
And pause. Alright, still recording. Yeah, so hallway. It is just a dank hallway with a ceiling about 15 feet up. You see a whole collapsed corridor that way.
Well, it's a dead end this way.
Then we should go this way.
What do we hear as we're walking through this hallway?
Contrary to the ambience, it's actually pretty quiet.
Is this green canonical?
No, it's not. Wow. So there's like a lantern on the other side of the wall on the map, but it looks like Mike, our good friend and artist Mike Shelley, painted the glow of it on this side for some reason. Good catch, though. You see a door.
There's another door. I'm gonna listen at it.
Roll perception. You hear what sounds like vaguely of a bug buzzing.
There's something buzzing behind this door. Everybody be ready.
Smashing bugs. The stone flame. You open the door.
Maybe they are.
I'm gonna open the door.
beekeepers.
Lots of people talked at once. Come again?
I open the door.
What did Ren say?
Maybe they're beekeepers.
Alright, you open the door. And you are greeted... Oh my god. Standing in front of another door is this thing. This weird bug-like thing.
Well, isn't that a sexy beast?
It's about as tall. It's about 5 feet tall. It has that weird spiny trident, and it turns and looks at you, and it goes, and then it points the trident at you.
I point my glaive at it. And then I step into the room.
Roll initiative. Well, that's unfortunate. Roll a 20.
I'm rolling so poor.
Yes,
for
my torch has a
initiative.
20.
Oh, why'd you roll with the torch?
Because I have both of them highlighted.
Oh.
So yeah, I highlighted the torch.
It's a super fast acting.
Inanimate object, yes, I
Yeah.
would agree.
Advantage top. Okay. And then let's jump to 2. No, wait, 3. Alright. They roll pretty dang high. Not the torch, though. Do you want to fix your turn order, or are we going to assume the torch is Chad?
I'm going to just do it for this fight, I imagine.
Alrighty. Cool. So, what's Chadicus's dex?
It's 16.
16?
Modifier 3.
Where did your... Okay. Oh, sorry, yeah. Alright, you go first, Chadicus.
Okay. I will trounce up a little bit, and I will cast my only cantrip that hurts really.
Yeah, okay. I assume that you can just step over here, cast it, and then come back. Yeah, so it's gonna be with... Okay, if you go up to there and do it. Okay, 22 hits. Ah, alright.
So yeah, just kind of blackened energy washes over and forms a hand on its neck.
Cringes as you do that. And then it is its turn.
And I'll bonus action Shillelagh just in case I need it.
Alright. And the creature is going to attempt to advance on Snow.
He was already within my reach, so I can't do an opportunity attack.
I can, however, trigger my spores. So can you make a con save?
Con save.
He succeeds. He's good.
All right. So the first thing it does is it like lowers its head at you as the claws protruding from like its kind of back start trying to slice at you, Snow. 22 to hit for 8 slashing.
Yeah, both of those. Or never mind.
Yeah.
It's just the one.
And then it attacks with its trident. Ooh, 26 to hit for 6 piercing. And that's its turn. It's your turn, Snow.
Okay, I'm gonna... What am I gonna do? Let's just smack him around a little bit.
All right.
Oh no.
That one misses. That one hits. You find that it seems to be slightly resistant to the cold damage, but everything else hurts it good. 12 damage. Okay. Ren.
And then I'll step to the side here.
Can Ren push past Chaticus in the
Yes.
doorway?
Yes, you can go through an ally space.
Okay, so Ren says to Chaticus, "Excuse me, Mr. Chaticus, while I beat this thing." And she comes into the room and she is going to smack it around a little bit.
All right. That is a miss. That's a hit. For 9. And that is a hit. For 9. All right. Stoneflame says, "Wait for me, Miss Ren." Excuse me, Mr. Chaticus, and he gets into here. And he uses the last of his movement to get to here and attacks. That doesn't have advantage, but that misses anyway. 20.
Actually, he can have advantage because he's standing next to me and the thing is hostile to me.
Does he have to be within 5 feet of you or within 5 feet of the creature?
I have to be within 5 feet of the creature.
Ah, okay. Well, he still doesn't hit without advantage, but let's see if he crits. Nope. So, 13 and that much. All right. Creature is already super beat up. Velia.
Okay. I think I can. I'm just like right in line with it, so I'm just going to shoot it.
Heck yeah.
How long does the rosin last?
A minute, so it's over.
Okay.
28 does hit.
Oh wait, sorry, without the +1 unstable rosin. So, it would just be 30.
Yeah. So 8
Okay.
damage.
Mm-hmm. And is it still up?
It's still up.
Okay, so one more time.
It
22 for 13.
screeches as those 2 arrows slam into it. Bit.
Bit's gonna come running past.
Got a doorman Chaticus.
Yeah, Dorman Chaticus. And swing with her staff.
Alright.
You have advantage.
You crit. Its head crunches down as Bit lands the final blow. And we are out of initiative.
Ren sees the door next to her and kind of presses her ear up against it.
When you do, you hear... "Hey, is anyone out there? Is anyone out there?"
Stoneflame, you sound like you're behind this door.
That's not me. I'm right here. There's someone else behind the door.
Where are you going, Mrs. B? There's somebody behind this door.
There's a door over here.
Are you with the cult? Or whatever these
No,
people
are you?
And then you hear what? There's like what sounds like inaudible talking, inaudible to you because you're behind the door. And he says, "Can you help us, please?"
Are you with the cult?
No.
Do you promise?
Cross my heart.
Ren pushes open the door.
It's locked.
Does anybody know how to open a door?
Stoneflame
This
hefts
door
his
will
mallet.
not open.
We can open the door. He walks up to it, says, "Stand back, whoever's behind there." Okay. And he just takes a big swing, and the door cracks, and some pieces of the stone door fall away. And you're met with this. Several individuals that look haggard and, haggard, sitting around inside this room. Oh, thank you so much.
Who are you guys?
This dwarf steps into the frame and he says, notes. He says, he puts his hand over his heart and he says, "I am Darchin. We are the crew of the Actal. It's a trading vessel. We were bound for Rolid to trade for a mineral with some dried herbs and other sundries from Galtona." This tiefling walks into view of the door and kind of peers over.
Oh, okay. Well, it's very dangerous right now.
Well, the big man behind him says, "Oh, we're aware of that now. Yeah." They
Bit's
boarded.
gonna have a look. Or do they have any weapons on them?
No, they do not.
Okay.
They have nothing but clothes on their backs.
How did you end up in this room? Because boats don't go on land, and this is not rolled.
We're on. The tiefling starts speaking and says, "We are on an island, just off the coast, in the bay that Rollid is in. We drifted a little too close, it seems, and we were boarded by these water creatures."
Look like walking lakes.
Aye, pretty much, Darchin says.
Well, let me talk to the smart people here. Hold on one second. Mrs. Snow, do you think they are safe?
Well, they're not armed. Perhaps we can just. Well, I was going to say allow them to go the way we've come from, but we don't know if there may be people waiting for us outside.
Do you think you could help us save the rest of our crew and get our ship back? They parked it just outside. And then the dwarf looks back at him and says, "Just outside? That's quite a ways. There was a whole stream to get here." Bit, make a perception check real quick. Excuse me. Ooh.
We are trying to get rid of the bad guys here. So you are welcome to come. But you have no weapons.
No, we don't, says the tiefling.
Which one of you could use a javelin?
Oh, I could, says the tall, bald man here. Oh, I'm Rudd, by the way.
Hi, Rod. I am Ren. This is my friend Stoneflame.
Hi.
And behind me is Mrs. Snow. She is the smartest person I know, next to Mr. Chadakis back there. And then Velia can shoot anything from very far away. And around here somewhere is Mrs. Beat. She is cute cat lady.
Bit. You hear a similar but different kind of gibberish from behind the door. It sounds like it's more in the room that you're listening to.
Does it sound like it's getting closer to the door? I'm just
No.
wondering, like, because we're all talking here, will these other people in this other room hear us?
Doesn't seem like if they are, then no one's
So
coming.
I just wanted to check if it sounded like they were coming.
No, it does not.
As they come out of the room, I hand them javelins. You all have to have something to protect yourself.
We'll just stay in the back, says one of the humans that are with them.
Vic comes up. We've got company in the other room.
Or you could hide in here and we will clear that room.
That sounds good. I've already been beaten up quite a bit today, says Rudd.
Who beat you up?
He says, well, they did. He says, Darchan points out and says, are those notes? He says, probably if they're still there in the other room, there are these two men in skirts of seaweed with barnacles over their bodies.
Those definitely sound like they're cultists.
We should do well to dispatch them.
Let's go.
I'm ready.
All right. You open this door?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Kick it, Missy Snow.
You turn.
I want to make sure it's unlocked before I kick it.
It's unlocked.
Okay, I kick it.
All right. You like undo the latch a little bit and then kick it open, and you see this strange fish man talking to what you recognize as a crushing wave priest. And just in case we haven't seen this before, looks like this.
They're so cute.
They're adorable.
And when you kick open the door, the fish creature looks over and with wide eyes it goes, "Ah!" and just starts running off of the platform and jumps into the water here.
So these doors are on a center pivot, right?
Yeah.
Does it just spin whenever I kick it?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, I'll stop it and then like open it.
Fantastic.
Ren sees the fish
What
guy
happens
run,
if-
and so she runs in the room.
All right. These two look at you and they kind of put their hands up in like a casterly stance, and then you look down, or you look to your right, and you can see more of those creatures that you fought before, and one of them, who looks like has their hands to their sides as if they're saying, "You gotta believe me," turns around and points to you, as if like, "See, I told you. See." Go ahead and roll initiative.
Look at that. 13, 14, 15.
Sick.
Don't forget to roll for Stone Flame.
Aha.
Not that there's any pressure there, but we're waiting for a 17. Oh, show off.
He said a crit instead. Aha. All right. Chadicus, you see Snow advance through the door. What do you do?
I guess I won't know until I move over here and see what's going on. So. Okay, so I can make out some dudes. I think I'm just gonna assume they're cultists and attack them. So I'm gonna use just my cantrip and wait until I get closer to do anything fun. Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Occasionally it rolls well.
Dang. So who'd you attack? One of these guys?
The first one I can see. I don't know
Alrighty.
if it's a less to hit, but 27 seems like likely.
It's definitely a hit. Yeah. Okay.
And bonus action shillelagh, and I will just scoot out of the doorway because my heft was in the way last time.
Bit.
I'm gonna scooch by everybody, get through the door. And let's throw off some sunbolts at them.
Alrighty. Those all. Give me a second. First one hits. The second one does not.
Let's try a third one. Nope.
Alright, you hit with the first
And I'm
one.
gonna take a little bit of cover behind this pillar.
Okay. This Sahagwan is going to dash over here, dive into the water, swim simply, and jump out of the water, and get to here. Does that trigger your thing, Snow?
Sure does.
Alright. That's a hit. For 10 damage. As you leave a nasty gash in its shoulder. That's all it can do. Stone Flame is going to walk out. Excuse me, Miss Snow. And he's going to get up to here. And then, as he's walking up here, he says, "Do any of you care about the terrain?"
No.
I'll take that as a no. And then he's going to smash his hammer into the ground. And he's going to cast Erupting Earth on the priests. And I need to roll them dex saves real quick. Where's your thing? There it is. 2 dex saves. 1, 2. Alright. One of them succeeds, the other fails, so he's going to take 9, and the other one's going to take 19. And then I need to put down that terrain real quick. 20-foot square. Ren, go ahead and start taking your turn.
So this guy who came up to us, he's not aiming for us. He doesn't seem hostile.
No. He dashed, but he's definitely hostile. He has his trident out, or spear out and everything.
Okay, so Ren is just going to turn to him and say, "Don't come at me, little guy," and swing at him.
Alright. That is a hit. You cleave him as he just drops.
Sorry, I was sneezing.
That's fine.
Oh, he died.
Yeah.
They are not very strong. And she is going to run past Stoneflame and Bit and get right here. And she's going to swing at this guy who is standing here and been hit before.
Oh yeah. He's also already wounded, and you step into the ruined floor and smash into him. Roll your damage. You cut through his magical armor and tear at him a little bit, but he's still up, and it looks like he's gonna try to do something. That's enough. Ooh, he's not quite down yet. Anything else, Ren?
And that is Ren's turn.
Alright. Seeing their friend just get taken down, they're going to be a little bit more cautious. This one's going to come around to here. And is going to pull a... going to be a little bit more cautious and pull a spear from his... Well, he's not going to pull a spear, he's just going to chuck it. He's going to chuck it right at Bit. A ranged attack. 19.
It hits.
Do you want to deflect missiles?
Yes.
Oh, you automatically... You catch it out of the air. Do you want to throw it back?
Of course.
Alright. You have to spend a key point to do it, but you can do it.
Yep, I'll do it.
Alright. You just roll your regular unarmed strike macro. That's a hit. Roll your damage. It's the same damage. For 9 bludgeoning. He looks utterly surprised that you just did that. This one starts making his way up there too. Gonna take the dash action, get to... Whoa, not there. No, not you. Gonna get to... Velia.
Okay. Sorry, every time I unmute, there's like a delay, so I wait a few seconds before saying something.
No worries.
Okay, I'm gonna step inside. Man. Okay. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on this one.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna shoot him twice.
Okay.
17.
That is a hit.
Okay.
15. And then another hit. That is
14
a miss.
hits?
That's a miss.
Okay.
This
Alright.
just barely grazes by his body.
Okay. And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to just slide up this way.
Alrighty.
That's it.
More dashing Sahagwans. Get up to here. In front of Bit. That's all I can do though. Snow.
Okay, I think I'm gonna come in here and whack this guy.
Alright. That is a miss. That's a hit.
It's always the butt.
It's always the butt.
And I'm rolling good.
Yeah. It's a good butt shot. Alright. This Crushing Wave Priest is going to make his way out of the mess here. And is going to cast Ice Knife at Velia. No. Yes. Ice Knife at Velia.
Okay.
Where's your thing? There's... It's going to be a 16.
Is it a roll to hit?
It is a roll to hit. 16.
That hits.
For 4 piercing, and you and Chadicus need
Okay.
to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay. 20.
So you take 4 cold damage. You both take 4 cold damage, and that's
Okay.
his turn. This last Sahagwan is
Okay.
going to enter the fray. They get right up in Stoneflame's face. That's their turn. This Crushing Wave Priest growls angrily, looks at Ren, and kind of just is trying to navigate through this messy of rubble, and puts his hand against Ren, and she feels this pain. Rain? Oh, it has all the darts. As she takes 9 points of force damage from a magic missile, and that's his turn.
Oh.
Shadicus.
I haven't bonked anybody in a while. Let's bonk somebody. 5,
Alright.
10, 15, 20. And let's do a booming blade. See if I can scare off all the little Sakwahin things.
Alrighty.
I have a macro for this. I do have a macro for this.
15 is just enough
Ooh, nice.
for 11, and
He'll take that D3 if he... Oh no, he takes that D3 right now. He takes extra damage if he moves as well.
yep. So 14. You haven't used your little wackadoo in a while. Do you want to roll for spores?
I don't know what that means because we just had spores happen last time.
You never actually investigated the item, have you?
Nope.
Okay, so you
I
see.
happen to not have that though.
Well, I just neglected to tell you, because if you interact with an item enough, and you can spend time learning about it. But we'll not worry about that now. Sure, I remember it off the top of my head. So you see, nope. You see a couple of buds of mushrooms start to appear on this creature. Bit.
Bit's mad because of the missile. But she's gonna take it out on this one with her staff. She's gonna whack him.
Alright.
There we go.
That's a hit. For 9 damage. You cave in his face and he falls down.
I'm gonna move over to this one, smack him.
Alright. You take an opportunity attack.
From who?
This one.
With the pillar in the way?
Oh, you're right. You have covered. So you have 3/4 cover. No, yeah. He's all focused on Shadicus. Never mind. But the 10 misses.
And I'm gonna punch him.
Alright. That's a hit. You smack him right in the stomach, and he kind of doubles over a bit, but looks up at you angrily. Stoneflame is going to... Oh, whack the guy in front of him. Nope. Yep. $27. Probably gonna take him out. Yep. Stoneflame collapses this one to the ground. Ren, it's your turn.
Ren is pretty angry about getting hit in the chest, and she is going to rage.
All right.
And with her rage, she's going to pound this guy with her great axe.
Yeah. He dodges. He says, "Ha!" And then you just cleave him in half.
And with that, she's going to move back down to her partners down here to help out.
All right.
And put her body in the way of this cultist getting to Bit.
All right. Well, this one is going to pop out get up to here, and without a spear is going to just try to claw at you. It tries to sink its claws into your body, Ren. 12.
It misses.
It is not able to pierce your skin or clothes, but it tries to lean in to bite. 18.
And that hurts.
For 7 piercing. This one is still up and goes after Bit. With a spear. Actually, it starts off with a bite. Ooh, on Bit.
Ow!
For 6 piercing. Not the best roll. And then it goes for a spear attack with two-handed. 12 misses.
Misses.
Velia.
Okay, I'm going to I think I'm gonna cast volley.
Alright.
So it specifically says any number of creatures within a 10 feet of a point that I can see. So if I select like this point, then it would hit.
Yeah, you can just attack the 2 Sagwan pins there, yeah.
Okay, great. I'm gonna do that. Okay. So the first one is gonna be this one that has Hunter's Mark on it.
Alrighty. That is
21?
sinks through its neck and it collapses.
Oh, okay. Well then, in that case, okay. Then I'm gonna bonus action move Hunter's Mark onto this one.
Alrighty. That is a
19.
hit.
Okay.
And
16.
that arrow sinks in between its eyes, and it also collapses.
Oh, nice.
Snow.
Okay, I'm gonna move over here.
As you
And-
approach Snow, you can see this fishy guy kind of slip into this, not the wall, but you can see under the clear water this sort of hole opening, a little cavern under the water. It just slips into the darkness. Please continue.
I'm just gonna try and whack this guy.
All right. That's a hit. Or that much. That's another hit. For another solid amount of damage for 15 in total.
And that'll be it.
All right. It's going to return the favor it thinks, and it looks around itself, sees that it's on its own, so it just raises his hand and produces a few darts of magic and streams them toward you. And you take 12 force damage as magic missiles smack into you. That's its turn. Chaticus.
Okay. 5, 10, 5, 30, and the cube is just rough terrain, right? It's not blocking my vision anyway.
Oh yeah, it's just rough terrain. Yeah, it's not blocking you.
Excellent. Then I just cast Chill Touch on this one instead.
All right, that's a hit. I think you rolled 27 on Chill Touch like so often now. But it takes out a lot of the water from his body, and he shrivels like a husk and just kind of falls into the water here and just floats. And you're out of initiative.
Okay. Can I search some of the bodies?
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna heal myself up a little bit.
Do I need to roll investigation?
No. You're just rifling through
Okay.
their pockets.
Yep.
And between these two cult priests, you find 13 gold.
Okay. Is there like a party loot that someone's holding on to everything?
There's a party loot. It's
Okay.
in the PC folder. It's actually like above the character sheets.
Okay.
It's the party fun and inventory, but
Okay.
for Gordon's task force.
Okay, got it. Then I'll add the 13 gold into there.
I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis on me real quick.
Alrighty. The
Let's go, Mrs. Snow. There's a door over here.
I wanna check this out real quick.
okay.
Can I see down this little tunnel thing at all?
Are you gonna swim, or are you just standing over the water?
I'm gonna stand, but I'll stick my head under the water.
You just get on your hands and knees and just kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, from that angle, you can see that it extends a couple of feet and then goes out into another room.
I'd say that they have tunnels built into these little rivers. There's another room on the other side of this one.
Well, let's try these doors.
It'll be harder to traverse
Well,
there with the.
That's the way out, Darshan says.
Well, perfect.
And when you kind of like regard him to acknowledge what he says, you can see that Rudd here is just staring at the water that staring at the part of the water that Snow was standing over. And Darshan says, "Rudd, come on." Right. And Stoneclimb says, "Yeah, come on, let's get you out of here." And the rest of these sailors start joining.
Ren presses her ear against the doors again.
Silence.
I am opening these doors.
You open the door, and you're met with a gangway.
Eerily quiet.
Other than the sound of these waterfalls, you hear nothing. Yeah, it was quite empty when they led us through here. I wonder where they put the rest of us.
What is this?
Snow would recognize this room. So would Bit, actually. Memories of fighting two giant snakes and their leader fill your brains.
Oh yeah.
Hey Miles, did you have to take a call?
No, not yet.
Alright. I was just wondering because you didn't have your token moved.
Yeah, I was looking at something. I was worried that it was going to be a call, but it wasn't. It was just an alert for something.
Oh, you know what? There's no fire source there because that fire's out. You hear some chatter from this group. Who says, "Oh, I sure am glad I'm getting out of here. Hope we can find." He says, "I hope we can find Marna. She put up more in a fight than most of us."
What is a Morna?
hope I'm not pronouncing it wrong. Marna? That's her name of one of our crewmates.
Ah, okay.
She's, well, maybe you'll see her. She's of the Drow persuasion. Am I saying it right, Rachel?
Marina.
Marina. Should have asked you. Archon says, "It's Marina, you great fool." Oh, sorry. You're exploring these rooms and they're all eerily empty.
Well, Marina did not come into this room.
Where did that fish freak go to?
I'd imagine it's probably connected to this little river here. I don't think they can follow us.
Oh, was this the place where those two dumb big ass trolls are? And we played a game with them?
This is the same temple that you were in a while back. Yes. Eerily empty and quiet.
The giants that loved Lucy, those ones
Yeah.
were with those ones we were
Yeah.
with.
Oh, that was a different thing.
Yeah.
You said giant and
I
I...
think that was
Different
the
party.
Earth Temple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the water just kind of rushes below your feet.
Perhaps we might save this
There's
venture for after we have evacuated them.
Indeed. And there is a path down south that looks like that they can traverse.
Follow you.
Does this look familiar to us at all?
Yes, it does.
I remember someone, like a giant creature, getting pushed off of this or coming out of the water here.
You do remember that.
Can I make a perception check to make sure that that's not a thing?
You can.
Wrong button. I rolled a 10. My perception's 919.
You don't see any creature hiding under the water.
Well, seems as safe as it could be. See, nothing to worry about.
They all look kind of they all kind of leer down at the water like, ugh. Stoneflame's token go. There it is. Wait for me, he says.
This end is dead.
Other than some bloody blood marks, it is quite empty. In the snow, you spy a pair of boats docked.
Do either of them have names? Like written on the side of them?
No. They're just plain rowboats.
everything with black. That's from me.
Ren says something completely silly and says, "Is one of these your boats?"
Urchin walks out. Oops. Looks and says, "Aye, aye, yes, this one." And he points to this guy right here. Is one of our rowboats. They must have parked, they must have moored the galley outside.
Well, we brought you to your rowboats.
Aye, but we're still missing
How-
about half of our crew.
How many more are there?
He says, I have to count. 1, 2. Still alive? We think 9. They drowned five of our crew right in front of us. In that pool back there.
Well, we will have to go look for your other friends.
Yes, perhaps you should stay here while we look for them.
Alright.
And she pokes this guy here and she says, "Are you not going to get on the boat?"
He does. He looks a little distracted after that conversation about their crew being killed.
Perhaps we could simply just walk this way.
Also a possibility.
So in the interest of time, you walk around this place that you'd been, and you find that it's wholly empty. Even the room with the Nothics, you kind of peep in there. It's just the same pair of Nothics that you had encountered before, the creatures with the big eyes and their foreheads. And they're still kind of like, don't come near us. You can challenge them if you want.
No, that is okay. They can stay there.
But yeah, you don't find any more others.
Well, should we backtrack to the room those people were being held in?
Well, let's talk to them and tell them that we will get their people to a boat if we find them.
Well, I figured that was pretty self-explanatory.
Okay. So you head back. You say that. What do you? So yeah. What do you tell them?
That they should head to their boat, and if no one else has come by sunup tomorrow, they should sail away because nobody else is alive.
I don't feel very. Rudd pipes up and says, "There's more of them above, in their little keep." Aye, that's probably where they're keeping the rest of our crew.
We will definitely head up there.
That's what Ren says. What does Ren do?
She tells the rest of the party.
So, what do we do? Stoneflame says.
I am going to go kill the guys.
But where are we going?
I'm confused as well as to where we're supposed to find the location for the trident.
Well, there was that tunnel that fish person swam through. I feel like there's more of this temple we have not seen yet.
Do you backtrack to there?
Suppose it's the only
Yeah.
path we don't know about yet.
All right.
But none of us could breathe underwater.
It wasn't that long of a tunnel. I'm sure we could make it. If it doesn't come out somewhere where we can access it.
All right. Group up your tokens. I'll just drag you there real quick.
Sweet.
Chadwick is under somebody.
No, I'm right there. I might be underneath the torch.
Roll 20 have a conniption. I don't see your token. No,
I see him.
Oh, you were. That's strange. Wait a minute, hang on. There you are. Me now. Aha. Okay. Okay. So yeah, you see the tunnel here.
I will go first.
So you swim. Huh?
Well, we need to end our water walking in order to do this. Bubbles us up or something.
Yeah, you kind of have to like climb down, and there's no like real footholds on that side of the wall that's like going toward the tunnel. So I guess yes, you would have to end your water walk. And the one that Snow has on herself, she can just end at will. And then reinstate the thing that she got from Kalehold.
Well, in order to do that, I'd have to cast Dispel Magic on everybody.
I don't... Can you just... Hold on, let me find that out.
It's not a concentration, it just says duration 1 hour.
Right.
I'll make certain to grab water breathing on the next long rest.
Wow. Yeah, okay, so, my adjudication is that, you can, like, force yourself down a couple of feet, like, with regular movement, but then you would be, like, pushed back up. So, like, if you tried to get down 60 feet, you wouldn't be able to do it, but you could, like, force yourself down, like, 10 feet or so. Which is enough for this case.
Okay. If that's the case, then Chadicus will limberly, like an old man, turn around and slowly dip his legs into the water, making all sorts of cold noises as he kind of gets in there and starts wading.
Ren does like a cannonball and just jumps into the water next to Chadicus.
Oh, man. Savage.
So
It's water, lots of fun.
do you attempt to go through that tunnel? And if so, what is your marching order?
I will go first.
Okay. Oh. Okay. So you swim through that small tunnel, and yeah, under the water, as you're like near the edge of the tunnel, you can see to your right there's a lip, and in the center of the cavern there is what appears to be a whirlpool that just kind of like floats there. Like it doesn't seem like it's sucking in anything, but it seems like it's like some kind of gateway. And on the ledge, you also see a couple of monsters. They haven't seemed to notice you yet, though. Do you continue out the other side?
I sort of like wave my hand at the rest of the party, and then I hold up 2 fingers, and then I point up to the surface, and then I will surface and emerge.
So you go over here?
Re-
Yes.
Okay.
Ren follows right behind.
All right. It's shouldn't be dark in here actually. Okay. That's fine. There's like an ambient light in here. Everyone else is following?
Yep, I'm falling behind.
Yeah.
So as soon as snow surfaces, another water elemental Myrmidon and this weird frog-like creature. It comes with a handout. Looks like this. This.
Mini froggy myth.
Let's close out of some things here. And the water Myrmidon starts to head toward you. Go ahead and roll initiative.
I got back just in the right time.
Aha.
But I do have to take my dog out soon.
Alright. Well, I can assume what you'll attempt to do during combat.
Yeah.
How deep is this water, Mike?
20 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna run out to take him out before he's
Good idea.
in here. So I'll be back in a little bit.
Alrighty. Let's see. Well, Bit, it's your turn. You're still underwater at this point. Well, actually, I assume everyone's surfaced at this point, so you're like here.
So like I'm standing now or still?
Yes. Yes. You float up to the top to where you're standing.
Okay.
Oh, that's
I
right. We have
immediately-
water walking.
Yep. Traversing.
Just,
Sorry, go on.
I just immediately throw out my sunburst at them.
All right. Who are you targeting?
Well, it's a 20-foot radius.
Oh, the searing smite. No, jeez, what's it called? The bomb one.
Yeah.
All right. Is it a Constitution save? Can you read it out or key it? 20-foot radius sphere. Constitution. Okay. What's your key save again? I know I put it somewhere in your sheet that's easily readable.
It's under her
14.
personality traits.
14, okay. Myrmidon on. And the Hezro on. He didn't save, surprisingly. He is on GM layer. Just give me a second here. Okay. So roll the damage. Are you gonna spend any key points to make it stronger?
I think I will.
Yeah.
Spend 2 key points.
Which makes it into 66 radiant. Yeah, 2. Yeah. So roll 66. Nice. So the frog demon takes 20 damage, and the Myrmidon takes 10. Alright. Excellent. The Myrmidon zooms out onto the water, also floating on it with you, and goes right for Snow. Reaction?
No, I think I'll save it.
Okay. It's up to here, and also activates his trident, and is going to do some freezing strikes, one at Snow, and a couple at Stone Flame.
And as he's running up, I can do my support thing on him. Can you make a con save for me?
That's not gonna do it.
8 damage.
How much?
The first dice, so 8.
8 damage. Alright. 9 misses Snow. And then a couple at Stone Flame. 14 misses him. 25 hits. As he grunts. Being stricken. 19 damage in total. Alright, and this one cannot walk on the water. And doesn't have swim speed. So it just kind of walks over here and looks intimidating. Chaticus.
And we are still water walking, so I guess I can scoot in here. Bonus action, shillelagh action, boom blade.
That
Is
is a miss.
Alright, and then I will stand right here and call a turn.
Alright. Red.
Ren is going to run around and get on the other side of this guy. And she's going to take a couple swings at him.
Yeah. That's a hit. That's a miss. That's also a miss for 13 slashing. Alright. Stone Flame is going to run over to here and also assist in this.
He has advantage.
Has advantage. Oh, you're raging.
No, I'm not raging. Never mind.
Does not have advantage until he does this. And bears down with a few maul attacks. 1, 2. Alright. The plate armor rings out as Stone Flame smashes into it. Dealing 47 damage. 44, 6 damage. Bang! Alright, Snow.
Alright, we'll just try and whack this guy.
That's a hit. For that much. That's also a hit. Velia is still BRB. She sort of surfaces here and is really not able to get a good beat on this thing. So she takes the disengage action and comes over here and then lines up a shot with the Hezro. That's what it's called. She'll go next time. Bit.
I'm gonna get up here and throw some flaming cat paws towards him.
Alright. That's a hit. Nice. For 12. That's a hit. That is also a hit. 11. Alright. Anything else? The
That's it.
Myrmidon.
Nope.
Nope.
Is completely surrounded.
Yep. Sure is, and flails around with its trident. Going for Chaticus, Snow, and Ren in that order. 18 to hit. 26 to hit Snow. And 9 to hit Ren.
Misses.
The Hezro is going to just jump in the water and start to swim. And it doesn't have a swim speed, so it just dashes over here. And that's its turn. Chaticus.
Let's try to donk him again.
That's a hit.
Oh, I didn't roll with the booming blade, but we'll start with the damage from the thing. And then I have 2d8, I guess?
Yes.
Roll that. So 21 damage altogether?
Actually, you at 11th level you get another damage dice on the cantrip, so it's actually 4d8 that you're rolling.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'll just roll another 2d8 real fast, and I'll add that to the thing. So, 29.
Yeah, you smash this thing down. Ren, it's your turn.
Ren sees the frog guy go, and she runs to him and starts swinging.
All
She's
right.
gonna rage on her way there.
Okay. Oh wait, I skipped its turn. Oh wait, no I didn't, never mind. Yeah, 13 misses. 14 also misses.
Okay.
Alright. Stone Flame. Let's see if he gets his Molten Anger back. He does not. So he going to run over. Squeeze down over here and grab some flanking and... Oh wait, he has advantage though because you're raging.
Absolutely.
So he still has advantage. Whack. Whack. So both of those hit, dealing... Oh, big chunk.
24? 34?
Yeah. Alright, Snow.
Okay, I'm gonna come up here and we'll whack this guy.
Alright.
Advantage.
Hit. For 10. Hit. For 8. For 11. Velia is still, unfortunately, all gummed up. So she'll again take the disengage action, run out over to the ledge. Bit.
Gonna take my staff out and whack him a few times.
All right. That's a hit.
Advantage.
Ah. Nine. Okay.
I think I might. I haven't actually used the brutal attack. I'm gonna try that.
That's if you crit. Well, I mean, you can use it. Wait, what? Hold on. Are you talking about the maneuver?
Brutal attack.
Uh, from Martial Adept? Oh yeah, okay, the fighter maneuver. Sure, you can add that damage roll to it if you want. That's just an extra d6.
Sorry, 1d6?
Yep.
No.
That's unfortunate. You still have a couple more attacks.
Okay, we're gonna continue hitting it. Sorry, my mouse just kind of
Stop
froze.
working. That's a miss.
Do I still get an
But you have
advantage?
advantage.
You have
Yes.
advantage.
I-
That is a hit. For 7. This creature is very messed up.
Yep.
That's a hit. Oh, that's, well, roll your martial art die. Which is the same, actually, I think.
It froze.
Okay. Yeah, it's a d8. I rolled it for you. You deal another 8 damage.
Thank you.
Anything else on your turn?
That's all.
Alright. With the frog creature is bleeding, this nasty green blood everywhere, and with probably its last act is going to actually attack.
Actually, at the start of his turn, gonna make a con save.
Oh.
Be good.
He's good. Alright. He's going to bite at Bit. 16 to hit
Right on.
for 10 piercing.
I'm gonna use my reaction.
Alright. That is a hit. And he bites down and your quick work, he rears up to strike in with his claws, but then you just skewer him through with ice. And he collapses into the water and sinks. You're out of initiative.
So where do you think Fishy Face went?
You see below you, at the bottom of the pool, a dark whirlpool that seems to be flush with the surface of the bottom.
I'd imagine down there.
Is that where we're going?
Sorry.
Is there any way for us to know it's safe?
We could send a Goliath.
If you'd like to volunteer, but I don't know how you're going to get downward right now.
I throw a rope to Stoneflame and say, "Don't let me die."
I won't let you die.
Ren goes down the rope.
Okay.
I'm back.
We just finished a combat. You did not expend any arrows because the creatures were very rude and kept getting in your grill.
Okay.
Okay, so stone flame or no, so you try to swim down, um, and you find that because of the water walk spell, you keep getting forced back up before you can actually like reach the whirlpool.
Why don't I go first, Ren?
Okay.
Okay,
And I will go down.
you sink.
She hands the end of the rope that Stoneflame has to um Snow so she can go down and she'll have a way back up.
Snow, as you get down to the bottom, you find that you feel of the current of the whirlpool, like the flow of it against your skin underneath your armor, but you find that you touch the bottom of the pool here, and it doesn't seem to be leading you anywhere. And then you're sort of like feeling around, and you feel this patch of rock. Like most of this is like silt, but then you feel this patch of rock, and your fingers brush over it, and you can feel 3 indentations.
Do they feel like handholds or like a lock or something?
They seem there are 3 indentations in a line, and they're about an inch and a half apart each. And they're like the size of the size of like a finger, width of a finger.
I'm gonna put 3 fingers in there.
Nothing happens.
Even if I pull on it?
Nothing happens.
Okay, I'll come back up. There's 3 sort of holes in the floor at the bottom of this pool. I wonder if the trident will fit.
Worth a shot. Does it look like they're right next to each other? Like parallel?
Yeah, about so. About this much apart from each other. And I'll hold my fingers up.
Who's
I,
carrying yeah, go on.
I think it was me because I was casting the spell on it, right?
Okay.
I'll just hand her the trident and unwrap it.
All right, I'll take the trident and then I'll stick it in those holes.
You feel a suction bring you in, and it's like you the stone sort of melts away and it replaced with more water, and you feel yourself being pulled down. And Stoneflame says, it's the rope is going down. What should I do?" And then
We might need to follow.
he takes a knee, and then his arm is like in the water, and Snow, you're being like sucked through this thing.
I let it happen.
Stoneflame reaches his hand out, and then his head is in the water, and then his body, with his feet and legs dangling out, and soon those are submerged as well. And then he sinks with Snow, and then they're both gone.
I guess we're going down.
Down, down we go.
You guys find that the way forward is blocked to you. What's up?
Not much.
Yeah, so let me do a couple of things here. Copy. Mm. Oh, I need stone flame shit. Copy. And then give me a second. No. Discord client. All right. And that might do it. Yeah, okay. So Snow, you appear. So your experience is you're sort of dragged through what seems like this tunnel of water. And your breath starts to, or your lungs start to burn as you're holding your breath, and you can feel the weight of Stoneflame holding onto the rope behind you. And eventually, you and he end up here. Need to do the camera.
Can you shift ping?
I will. Give me a second. Let me get rid of this. Stoneflame huffs as you both sort of are spit out of this waterfall on a landing of stairs.
I'll help him out of the water.
Ugh.
It doesn't look like they followed us.
No, it does not. That seems very bad. You think we can get back?
Well, with the trident, I'm sure we can.
He sort of steps aside out of where you got spit out from.
What does it feel like to hold the trident?
You get a sense of malice coming from it.
What if I... Now bear with me. What if I make, like, the trident an ice kiss? Like the meme.
Ting ting. The feeling you get, and you get a feeling from Oral that's just like, you're being ridiculous, but nothing like nothing like anger, just like, you're being ridiculous, what are you doing? That kind
Exasperation.
of a little bit of exasperation. Miss Snow.
All right, I'll turn to Stoneflame and I'll say, well, I suppose I should go back down and try and open the portal again.
Yes, don't think it should be just us. As much as I would appreciate the glory of taking on an entire wherever we are, full of whoever's here, I don't want to miss sharing the fun with Ren.
Yes, and I'm a little doubtful that we'd be able to take them on just by ourselves.
Also, I'm a little...
Easily outnumbered.
Yes, and I'm a little concerned about those sailors that we met, because they mentioned that there were more above.
Do you think we should take care of them first? I'm a little worried about overextending ourselves when we don't know what the fight ahead is. If it's just cultists that are above ground, I don't want to...
At the same time, Miss Snow, as much as I enjoy facing off incredible odds, I don't like to have anything at my back.
That's a good point. Well, we at least know the way forward now.
He nods. Let's see
And
if
I'll
we...
hand him the other side of the rope.
He takes it.
Well, let's return. And I'll dive in.
All right, you dive in, and here in this waterfall, there's no like stone or anything, but you do feel a similar current grab you and then suck you back. Give me a second here.
There's a few AFK. They're going to be back in a second.
Oh, okay.
But you're dead. He killed you. Instant death.
Yep.
You cruel bastard, Mike.
I'm only cool because I'm in pain all the time. Because I'm old now.
I start like making like handhold loops in the rope.
I'm back.
Heyo.
Sorry, it was a
I'm
impromptu
also
bathroom
back.
break.
Hey.
I'm also back. Yeah.
Back.
Hey. All right.
Welcome back.
Snow and Stoneflame both return up from this weird vortex that they entered. And Stoneflame pops up and... Ugh! Ugh! Well, that was interesting.
What was down
Happened
there?
down there?
The other side of the portal has a waterfall and a staircase leading up.
Do we all need to be connected in order to pass through the barrier?
Seems that
Or
way.
at least
At
in the
least-
portal at the same time.
Is
It
there
might
more-
be prudent to take care of the cultists that are above ground before we continue forward.
I'd rather die to some powerful being that's guarding whatever we need to get to than some scragglers. Eh? He looks at Ren as he says that.
There may be a possibility that they will disperse or feel demoralized if their entire plan and artifact are destroyed. There is some semblance of importance to getting that resolved. The sad truth is they can always produce more cultists.
True, says Stoneflame. Then he looks at Ren as he says, But those sailors are also in danger.
Oh, this is a hard choice.
Stoneflame stands akimbo. He said his piece.
We need to save the peoples. We need to kill the cultists.
I'll defer to your judgment. I don't know how safe they would be if they started sailing right now and trying to get back to shore. If I remember correctly, this island is usually patrolled. I don't know whether they would be safe unless we literally cleared the entire island.
Mrs. Snow,
I do worry about us overextending ourselves. But at the same time, it's just a short walk from above ground down to where those sailors are at.
Perhaps they would be safer here.
I really don't know. And there is the other crewmates as well.
They did say they.
What if I could give them a means of escaping? I've never tried it before, but I'm almost certain I could allow them a way back to the shore safely.
What would it be? Stoneflame asks.
Well, it's a magic that I haven't done, but they would essentially become little clouds and then be able to fly very quickly, probably without any difficulties to get there. We would need to corral the rest of them, of course, but I could send a sizable amount of them, roughly 10.
Stoneflame scratches his head. He says, but there was like 5 of them, and then they mentioned that there were 9 more.
9 more? Do you think they all lived?
He shrugs. Guess we'll have to see.
Well, we know our options. I'll leave it to you all.
I really don't mind either way, to be honest.
I like the cloud idea.
Why don't we just go take care of the cultists first? Get them out of the way. They surely can't recruit more in the time we'll be here on the island.
Get them to the island as well. And if we need to, if we get banged up, we can always rest before going down through the portal.
It's very true.
All right, well, we have a plan. Let's get started.
Let's go.
Oh, nope. That, yeah. So, I'll drag you guys across. Out of here. So you head back to, was like the entrance of the place. Just, that drag real quick. Good ping. Yeah. They're still there, sort of on their boat, kind of like looking nervously at each other. Oh, good, you're back, says Darchin. Did you do what you needed to do?
Yes, we found the way forward.
All right. Two of the sailors start to row, and they start to turn around and they start heading. Down this way. What do you guys do?
Hey, isn't that the way out?
Darchin says, "Aye, that's probably where they're keeping the rest of our crew."
Well, let's follow them then.
Do you guys take the boat or do you just walk?
Probably better to take the boat because then they'll have it when we get there.
It's a good
Alright.
point.
Okay. There we go. I'm just gonna group you guys together and do a little copy paste action. So you guys row up the stream, which is like sort of against you, but eventually you're able to get out to the top of here. And Snow, Chaticus, and Bit recognize the gate that they had traversed before the last time they were here. Let me. And you can see. Whoa. You shouldn't be able to see that. You can see through the chain door here, or like the chain gate thing. You can see what looks like a ship that is anchored to it. Oh, good. Our ship is still here, says the dwarf Darchin.
Well, you should board while we look for your other crewmates.
I don't think we can, says Rudd, as he like gestures to the chain gate which is raised. But we'll figure out how to do that later, I suppose. What do you guys do?
We have no signs of any foot traffic or anyone coming through recently.
Well, not clearly where you are. You'd have to.
Yeah.
Sure.
Off this mountain, I'll just kind of swim over here and get going.
There is foot traffic. New foot traffic that looks like it leads from here and up the stairs. Miss Velia, you're coming.
Yeah, sorry. I was dealing with the dog.
Seems eerily quiet, but you do hear what sounds like... You hear a weird sound, Ren, coming from this direction. Sounds like snapping.
I hear it. It's a little squeaky.
You hear a squeaky snapping.
Should we try to get the chain up, or do we go towards the squeaky snappies?
My threat would be the best thing.
Well, let's go.
And Snow, as you round the corner, you see a cultist missing an eye with glowing flame riding a giant crab-like thing, what you recognize as a chull. Did my internet just die? Oh no! Oh no! I think my internet just died. I'm gonna pause. Oh wait, no. Say that again. We're calling it here because my internet or Discord fucked up. I had the thing paused. Say bye, Joy again.
Bye,
Joy.
Bye, Joy.
Later, Joy.
Okay, there we go.
Bye, Joy.
See ya.